for manufacturing domain, then for finally thermal domain. So whatever may be the course you are studying, definitely the course is going to belong the these three major categories like design, manufacturing, thermal. So what kinematics of machinery course is nothing but it is coming under the design domain. Okay, it is coming under design domain. Okay, so I think Madam might be explained about the prerequisites required for this particular course, kinematics of machinery. So those are engineering knowledge in engineering mechanics, knowledge of engineering mechanics. That is more than sufficient for understanding the kinematics of machinery, and followed by this KOM is going to be a prerequisite. So which means if you are studying a course, there should be some knowledge on the previous course. So for dynamics of machinery, what you are going to study in the subsequent semester, okay, that is this kinematics of machinery is going to be a prerequisite for understanding the concepts of dynamics of machinery, and thereby so these two are very essential for understanding further design of machine elements. So we are going to study design of machine elements, design of transmission systems. Okay, so these are all main courses you will be studying. So understanding KOM and DOM, definitely it will be helpful for better understanding of the subsequent courses like design of machine elements and design of transmission systems. We are not going to bother about the manufacturing and thermal domain. So a lot of papers that will be coming under the thermal and manufacturing domain. Generally, mechanics. This is we are talking about the study of systems. Okay, so, or otherwise we can write it as the branch of science which deals with the motion, time, and forces. So இதை பற்றியெல்லாம் just we talk about அப்படின்னா this is nothing but mechanics. So in mechanics we are having two subdivisions like statics and dynamics. So statics அப்படிங்கிறது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is nothing but analysis of stationary systems. So analysis of stationary systems. So in this, we are not going to consider time is an important factor. So only we are going to consider forces. So time is going to be 0, or we are not going to consider any time factor here. Whereas in dynamics, we are going to consider time in the sense that we are going to concentrate on displacements, velocity, and acceleration. So these are all the main motion characteristics. So these three are called as motion characteristics that are required for developing a mechanism. So these three important motion characteristics are to be considered for in dynamics part. So in dynamics, we are having two subdivisions, that is kinematics and kinetics. So kinematics is nothing but what we are going to learn, that is kinematics of machinery, whereas kinetics is nothing but the dynamics of machinery. So what we are going to study in the subsequent semester. So that is dynamics of machinery. So what is kinematics and what is kinetics? Kinematics is nothing but we are going to study, as I told in dynamics, we are going to study displacement, velocity, and acceleration motion characteristics. So we are going to concentrate those things, but without considering forces. We are not at all going to bother about what forces that are acting in the mechanism or the system. Okay, so without considering the forces, if we study the motion characteristics, that is nothing but what? Kinematics of machinery. Whereas if we consider the forces that are encountered or accounted in a particular mechanism, so along with the motion characteristics, then it is said to be dynamics of machinery. So force is here considered. So in the semester full of what we are going to do, we are going to study the kinematics of machinery without considering the forces. Okay, force பத்தி நம்ம இங்க பேசவே மாட்டோம். Only we are going to concentrate on the motion characteristics. So displacement, what is the displacement? What is the velocity? What is the acceleration? So likewise, we are going to concentrate. A simple example that I can say, so that you can understand the significance of kinematics of machinery. Okay, for example, a simple system you consider here like this, like a seesaw arrangement. Suppose if I apply a small amount of force, okay, suppose a small amount of force that is given. So initially this particular point is here. If I apply some force, this point is going to be, this A is going to be moved somewhere here by the application of force. So let it be B. Okay. So initially, what is B minus A or A minus B? What is B minus A or A minus B? Please respond. Anyone?
Displacement.
Yes, it is, exactly. It is displacement. A is the initial position of this particular point, and B is the final position of this point. So B minus A, that is nothing but your displacement. Displacement. So A minus B is nothing but your displacement. So let me call it as the displacement as simply S. Okay, so what is ds by dt? The next derivative with respect to time.
Yes,
So you will be getting velocity. Once again, if you differentiate displacement with respect to time, you will be getting d square s by dt square, or let me differentiate dv by dt. So let it be v here. So dv by dt, what is that?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. So in kinematics of machinery, so we are going to concentrate the displacement, velocity and acceleration only. Okay, for a simple system I have told. So in this, we are going to concentrate displacement, velocity and acceleration. Whereas in dynamics of machinery, okay, in dynamics of machinery, the same system you are going to consider likewise. Same, I'm going to apply same force here. If there is a cause, there will be some effect. So assume here you are having some 80 kg object here at the end of this particular point. An 80 kg object is here. So now in this portion, I'm going to consider what are the forces that are acting. So if I want to raise the point A, so same point I'm going to assume here, point A. In the point A, I'm going to raise to some extent. So how much amount of force that I need to apply here? Definitely more than 80 or something. Okay, definitely I need to apply some force more than 80 kg. Okay, or otherwise it is more than what we applied here. Okay. So in this case, we are going to consider this 80 kg to raise, and sometimes we are having some frictional forces between this link and this link. We are having some friction between these two. So some frictional forces also considered. So if you consider the forces that are required to raise this object or to raise this point from one position to another position along with the motion characteristics, then it is said to be dynamics of machinery. Okay, so in kinematics of machinery, we did not talk about the force characteristics, only we concentrated on motion characteristics, whereas in dynamics of machinery, we together motion characteristics, we are going to consider the force analysis also. So எதுக்கு சார் அதெல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, what is force actually according to second law of motion?
Mass into acceleration.
Okay, so we are having force equivalent to mass into acceleration. So acceleration definitely we will be obtaining from the study of kinematics of machinery. So we know at the end of kinematics of machinery course, we know how to find out the acceleration of a complete system or complete mechanism. So forces are dynamically changing. If the acceleration is keep on changing, okay, dynamic forces are going to change. Okay, force is going to keep on changing. That force is said to be dynamic force. So F will be equivalent to mass into acceleration. So mass is going to be constant. So in order to determine how much force is going to act, So அதுக்கும் we need to consider the dynamics of machinery. F equal to m into a. So எதுக்கு இந்த force கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்? What is the need for finding out? We know what is the need for finding acceleration in kinematics of machinery. Okay, so because to find out the dynamic forces, force equal to mass into a, force கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு. After finding out the force, அதை வச்சுட்டு என்ன பண்ணலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we can use the torque. Okay, torque equation. Torque is equivalent to force into distance. Force into how much distance it is moving.
Displacement.
Yes, force into displacement or force into distance mode, whatever may be the definition you can take. So இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா power. Okay, power is equivalent to torque into omega. Okay, torque is nothing but 2 pi n by 60. Okay, va? So how much power is required to operate your system? So that can be obtained from the study of dynamics of machinery. So we can say it is a selection of member or selection of prime mover for operating the system, or selection of prime mover or motor, anything you can say. Or sometimes we can call it as sizing of members. Sizing of members. So இதுக்கெல்லாம் தான் நீங்க கண்டிப்பா simply kinematics of machinery is not over. Okay, acceleration கண்டுபிடிச்சது over கிடையாது. Other overview that I am saying. Okay, so even though the kinematics of machinery and dynamics of machinery are not physically separable, for instructional reasons we are separating in the different semesters. Okay, so ஒட்டுக்கா படிக்கிறது ரொம்ப சிரமம். So that's why we are separating the kinematics of machinery and dynamics of machinery in the different semesters. So, but ultimate aim of this particular course is to find out the force, torque, and then power. So, how much power which is required to operate the particular mechanism or in machine or something. And moreover, we need to understand the concept of forces. நீங்க கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க m by I equal to sigma y. m by I equal to sigma by y. இந்த equation படிச்சிருப்பீங்களாப்பா? What is this? What is this equation? Can anyone respond? m by I equal to sigma by y. What is that?
Bending equation.
Bending equation or bending theory. What is m?
Mass.
No.
Momentum.
Moment of inertia.
Moment of
Moment
inertia.
of inertia, sir.
No, I is moment of inertia. M is bending moment. Okay. M is bending moment, I is moment of inertia, and sigma is your bending stress, and y is your distance from of the extreme layer to from the neutral axis. So இதை வச்சுட்டு என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா sigma bending is equivalent to m by I into y. So how much stress it is going to act. So இதை எது கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, so that stress கண்டுபிடிச்சா என்ன இது பண்ணலாம்ப்பா? If you find, suppose in a specific component, bending stress is acting. So we can use this formula equation. So once we got the bending stress, அது வச்சு என்ன பண்ணலாம்?
Force கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம் sir.
We can select an appropriate material. Okay, we know the force. We can select an appropriate material. எந்த மெட்டீரியல் வந்து இந்த ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் தாங்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு மெட்டீரியல். இப்போ நீங்கள் பின்னாடி ஒவ்வொரு மெக்கானிசத்துக்கும் we need to select appropriate links. அந்த லிங்க்ஸுக்கு என்ன மெட்டீரியல் வந்து போடலாம், என்ன கிராஸ் செக்ஷன் போடலாம் அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் இது வந்து ஸ்டடி பண்ணலாம். ஸோ ஃபைனலி டைனமிக்ஸ் ஆஃப் மிஷினரி எண்ணில். ஸோ all these things we are not going to concentrate through in this semester. Only as I mentioned in the commencement of this class, we are going to concentrate on the motion characteristics. Only acceleration கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதோட இந்த செமஸ்டர் நிறுத்திக்கும். Then all these things we will be discussing in the subsequent semester. Any doubts up to this?
No, sir.
Well, shall I proceed? Okay. I think Madam might explain about what is mechanism and what are the machines. I think. Hope you have a clear picture about, or you can distinguish the, what is mechanism and machine. So these are all the different mechanisms that we can say. So before entering into the course, we need to understand some basic terminologies or basic definitions that we need to know, so that the subsequent topics can be more interesting. So likewise, we can start with link or element. Okay, so yesterday madam is explained about mechanism consists of different connection of different links. Okay, it is all about studying the motion of links or acceleration of links. Okay, the simple mechanism that I have shown here, a car windshield wiper system. Okay, here if you look at this is your car windshield wiper system that is used. Okay, so it is the physical diagram of the same, and this is your schematic view or kinematic view of the windshield wiper system. So what is the function of the windshield wiper system? What is the main function of the windshield wiper system?
Wipe the glass.
Wipe the glass so that the dust particle or moisture or water particles can be wiped off from the glass, so that the glass can be clean. So it is a requirement in order to satisfy or in order to do the wiping action on the car while driving. So we need to have some mechanism. So the windshield wiper system use either. So here, if you look at the animation, you can able to understand or able to appreciate the working of the windshield wiper system. So this green color, so this green color is completely rotating about 360 degree. Okay, completely rotating about 360 degree, and this blue color is attached with the green color. Okay, and another, so this green color is one link, and this blue color is another link, and this particular blue color is another link. So adu kuda dhaan the wiper blade vandu we are attaching here. So there are few links you can able to understand, see. I will explain how we can relate all these links. So before that, we need to know what is the links. Okay, if you look at any mechanism, it is connection of links, that's all. So first definition we need to, so here also if you look at what is this mechanism pa? The mechanism பேர் என்னப்பா? IC engine. Okay, internal combustion engine used in two-wheelers or four-wheelers. It is a two-wheeler, a single IC engine, whereas here it is a multi-cylinder IC engine used in trucks or cars. Okay, if you look at this mechanism, it is also a combination of or connection of links. Okay, என்னென்ன link இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமாப்பா ஐயா? So what are the links that we are having here? So first link is a frame. So let me draw an outline. So இதான் frame. இந்த frame குள்ள தான் எல்லா மெக்கானிசமும் அடங்கி இருக்கு. Okay, so it is a frame. Then piston. Okay, இந்த piston இருக்கு இல்லையா, blue color piston is a link. It is having linear motion. It is having linear motion or to and fro motion. And the black color is one is your connecting rod.
Connecting rod.
Yes, it connects your crank and crankshaft and piston. Currently connect பண்றது connecting rod. So it is another link. Okay, so frame is the one link. So frame is the one link. Then piston is the another link. Then connecting rod is the third link. And crank is the fourth link. There are four links that we can say in an IC engine. So crank is nothing but this revolving member. So in this, there are few members which are continuously reciprocating, and there are few links which are reciprocating. There are few members continuously rotating and partially rotating. So any motion that we can have between the links. Okay, so it is all about the studying of links, as I said. Okay, now we move on to what is mean by link. So now tell me what is mean by link. Link, sometimes we can call it as element. Basically we say it is a link. So any body normally rigid which has motion relative to another is called a link. Okay, so here as I told, the crank is a link, connecting rod is a link, then piston is a link, all are links. So normally it is assumed to be rigid. Okay, why? So even though we are having due to the application of force, all body tends to deform sometimes. Correct or not? Suppose if you are having a link like this, due to some load, if I apply some application of force, it is going to deform something. Okay. But here we are normally assuming all the links to be rigid. Okay, because we are going to only concentrate on the motion characteristics. Even though the slight deformation is encountered, okay, we are not going to bother about that. So only the motion of those links only we are going to consider. So we are not going to design anything now as far as this kinematics of motion machinery is concerned. So normally we are going to assume all the links to be rigid, but practically all the links are to be deformable. Okay, kandipa slight deformation irukum, but for studying purpose we are going to assume it is to be a rigid one. Okay, so what is the purpose of the link? Tell me, by understanding the image animation here, what is the purpose of the links?
Transfer.
Power from one motion to output.
Motion, sir.
Transfer.
Motion. Yes, exactly correct. To transfer the motion. Okay, so ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து இப்போ crank மட்டும் சுத்திட்டே இருந்துச்சுன்னா motion எப்படி piston transfer ஆகும்? So that we are having 4 strokes in IC engines: suction, compression, power and exhaust. So in the நாலு நடந்தா தான் definitely power will be generated so that the vehicle will be propelled from one place to another place. So unless we have the links, it is not possible to obtain the power from IC engine. So that's why it is called as power generating source or power generating element. So the first and foremost function of the link is to transfer the motion. Okay, that is the main function of the link. Okay, how it is transferring? How the motion is transferred? So first point we discussed about, it is assumed to be rigid and assume panno link. Then second point, it is used for transfer of motion. Okay, it is used for transferring the motion. Third point, how it is going to transfer the motion?
Through joints, sir.
Yes, exactly correct. Through joints, or we can call it as nodes. Okay, through joints or nodes or nodal points or contact points, anything we can say. Okay, so this is all about link. Okay, we are having 3 main classifications or types of the links, namely binary link, ternary link and quaternary link. Okay, so binary link is nothing but we are having two nodal points. If you consider this one, it is a first nodal point or motion transfer point. We can call it as motion transfer point. And transfer point. This is point 1 and this is point 2. So in binary link level up 2 motion transfer points or nodal points. So it is a schematic, that is a actual diagram of the binary link, whereas the schematic representation of the binary link is this one. So a simple line with 2 nodal points. So for kinematic diagrams, we are supposed to use the kinematic representation. So this is the kinematic representation of a binary link. A binary link is nothing but we are having 2 motion transfer points or nodal points. So now look at this image. Okay, in the image parangappa. So what is the name of this link?
Connecting rod.
It is a connecting rod, you can assume, but what type of link it is?
Binary, sir.
Binary link, because we are having motion transfer point here and here, only 2. Even though the shape of the binary link is slightly deviating from the actual. So idu compare பண்ணும்போது slightly bend ஆன மாதிரி இருக்கு. So that is also a binary link because we are having only 2 motion transfer points. Okay, 2 motion transfer points இருந்துச்சுனா கண்டிப்பா it is said to be a binary link. Now coming to the next link, ternary link. So ternary link na 3 node motion transfer points இருக்கணும். So here one motion transfer point. So here one motion transfer point, here one more transfer point. So in the motion transfer point is nothing but another link can be attached at this point so that motion from one link to another link can be transferred. That is the purpose of the motion transfer points. Okay, so idhula பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் 3 links we can connect. Okay, more different links we can connect. So whenever we are having 3 motion transfer points, 1, 2, and 3, then it is said to be ternary link. Okay, it may be a triangle shape or any shape it may take, but the motion transfer points are 3. Then it is said to be ternary link. Then coming to the end, quaternary link. So here 4 motion transfer points we are having. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 motion transfer points irunduchina, then it is called quaternary link. Now tell me what type of link it is, pa? This one?
Binary.
It's a binary link because it is having 2 motion. Exactly correct. Thank you. So it is motion transfer point 1. It is motion transfer point 2, through which we can connect another link here and another link here. Okay. Now tell me what type of link it is.
It's a binary.
Binary.
Binary, sir.
Okay, good. Then now,
Ternary.
yes, even though it looks like binary link, but geometrical wise, but the motion transfer points are how much? How many? Three motion transfer points we are having. So it is a ternary link only. So just a straight line anchina, don't imagine that it is a binary link. Okay, similarly, even though you look at this diagram and this diagram, both are looks to be same, but the motion transfer points based on that we are distinguishing what is binary link and what is ternary link. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If we understood what is meant by link, what is the purpose of the link, and what assumption we had, and what are the classifications or types of the links. Next, we move on to pairing elements. So what is meant by pair? Look at the diagram and tell me if you are able to understand what is meant by diagram. I'm sorry, pair.
Connection of links, sir.
Yes. Initially, pona slides we consider only one link. Okay, we classified different links and we consider only one link. If we connect one link with another link, then it is said to be a pair. So now if you come here, if you consider the piston and the connecting rod, it is said to be a pair. If you consider the connecting rod and the crank, it is said to be a pair. Okay, when 2 links are connected, then it is said to be a pair. In the diagram, this is link 1 and this is link 2. When they connect pannamna, then it is said to be a pair. So with respect to one, another link is having relative motion. For example, I can fix the link 2. I can give motion to link 1 or vice versa. Okay, link 1 fix pannite link 2 ku motion kudukalam. Okay, so we are having relative motion between these two. That is the main important. Okay, so between the 2 links, we should have relative motion. Okay, one பொறுத்து இன்னொன்று வந்து rotate ஆகலாம், இல்லை partially rotate ஆகலாம், இல்லை reciprocate ஆகலாம், something. Okay, அந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called pair. Okay, or we can call it as simply in kinematics point of view, it is kinematic pair. Now, here if you look at this slotted lever, okay, it is slotted lever. We are having a slot in this lever in which we are having a slider. Okay, we are having a slider. So slotted lever is assumed to be link 1 and the slider is assumed to be link 2. So in the slot in the link 2, okay, link 2 is going to move to and fro along this direction or this direction. So the motion between the link 1 and 2, okay, we are having a relative motion between link 1 and 2, then it is said to be a kinematic pair. You can ask whether it is binary link or ternary link. We don't know, okay, because in the linear editing we have 2 motion transfer points, whereas here we cannot explicitly say whether it is binary joint or ternary joint, etc. Okay, but it is a link and another link. We are having relative motion between these 2 links, so then it is said to be a kinematic pair. So what type of motion we are having between 1 and 2? So about 1, what type of motion 2 is having?
Relative motion.
Relative motion. The what type of motion? We are having relative motion. That is correct.
Linear.
Linear or sliding. We can say sliding or linear motion. Okay. So we need to understand what type of motion we are having. Okay, so it is one of the motions that is linear. So here, if you look at this particular diagram, so this is it is a Kalman follower. So yesterday ma'am explained about the significance of Kalman follower in IC engines. It is used for the opening of the valves, okay, inlet and exhaust valves during the suction stroke and exhaust stroke and the next strokes. Okay, so by the rotation of the cam, the follower is going to reciprocate. So it is link 1, this is link 1, and it is going to be link 2. Okay, it is a kinematic pair. So it is a cam joint, it is called as kinematic pair. So sometimes we need to transmit power or motion from using gears. Okay, so this is gear 1 or link 1, we can call it as, and this is link 2. So it is a kinematic pair, it can be called as gear joint. So if you consider one link, it is a merely a link, we can say. When two links are connected together, it is called as kinematic pair. So in this sense, we need to understand what is meant by joint. Okay, so joint is a connection between two or more links at their nodes. It allows consistent relative motion to occur between the links. So if you look at here, we are having a circle. That is a connection between the link. Assume this is link 1, this is link 2, this is link 3. So between link 1 and 2, we are having a connection, and between link 2 and 3, we are having a connection. But about this particular point, so in the particular point, the motion, relative motion we are having, because about this particular point, there is no relative motion between 1 and 2. 1 பொறுத்து 2 மூவ் ஆகுறதில்ல, 2 பொறுத்து 1 மூவ் ஆகுறதில்ல. Okay, but in the point பொறுத்து எல்லாமே மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. We are having relative motion. So that's why these points are called as joints. Okay, relative motion இருக்கணும் கண்டிப்பா, அப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called joints. Similarly, you look at all the animations about this particular point, all are having some relative motions. Okay, then about this particular point, all are having some relative motion. Similarly, about this particular point, all links are having some relative motion. So then it is said to be a joints. Now, so before that, before going to what is understand the mechanism and machines, we need to understand what are the types of kinematic pairs. What is kinematic pair? What is kinematic pair?
Two links join
Join
பண்ணிருக்கணும். Then they should have the relative
join with relative motion.
Yes, exactly. Yes, please mute. It is having relative motion between each other. So what are the classifications? So we are having a number of contact between the links. So what are the different classifications, major classifications that we are going to look at? So first classification is about based on nature of contact between the elements. Nature of contact between the elements. So if you consider the link 1 and link 2, what is the nature of contact? So that is what we are going to consider. So in that we are having two classifications. Okay, based on nature of contact between the links or elements, we are having two classifications. First one is lower pair and second one is higher pair. What is lower pair and what is higher pair? So look at the diagram. So this diagram, assume it is a slideways in machine tool bed, and assume it is a carriage or something. Okay, assume it is a carriage. This is link 1 and this is slideway is link 2. So what type of contact between these two links? Whether it is I'm talking about surface contact or point contact.
Surface
Surface contact, sir.
Exactly. So surface contact, wherever we are having. After answering, please mute your mic, please. If you are motivated to answer, it is right, but please after answering, please mute your mic. It is making more noise. Between link 1 and 2, we are having surface contact. So wherever we are having surface contact, then it is said to be lower pair. Yeah, because இதில் என்ன ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆக்ட் ஆனாலும் சரி, சப்போஸ் ஃபோர்ஸ் இஸ் ஆக்டிங் அலாங் திஸ் கேரேஜ் டு த ஸ்லைட் வேஸ் ஆஃப் தி பெட், the force will be distributed along the entire surface. Okay, entire surface லையும் distribute ஆயிக்கும். So the intensity of pressure is going to be low. Okay, it will be distributed along the entire surface of contact. So whenever the intensity of pressure or stress is going to be low, okay, due to surface contact, then it is said to be lower pair. Okay, now you assume this particular arrangement. It is like a bush, okay, some hole it is having, and it is a shaft which is inside your the bush. So a collar is mounted here in order to prevent the axial movement of the shaft. So in the collar irukkarnala, in the axial movement of the shaft will be arrested. We will be having only the rotational motion of your shaft. Okay, so ipo enna contact irukku between this, assume this is link 1 and the shaft is link 2. So between link 1 and 2, what type of contact we are having?
Surface contact, sir.
Yes, throughout the circumference of the shaft, okay, we are having surface contact. So whatever may be the load which is acting on the shaft or bush, it is going to be distributed. So the intensity of stress will be low. Hence, it is called as lower pair. So assume, look at this particular image. This is link 1 and this is link 2. So the about assume the link 2 is fixed, and what type of motion that we can give for link 1? Link 2 fix பண்ணிட்டு, okay, assume the link 2 வந்து this symbol is meant for fixing. Okay, link 2 fix பண்ணிட்டு link 1 க்கு என்ன motion மட்டும் நான் கொடுக்க முடியும்பா?
Sliding motion, sir.
Only sliding motion, இந்த மாதிரி to and fro motion. Okay, so assume this is your axis x, y, z. Okay, coordinate assume பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா along x-axis, okay, along x-axis we can give only sliding motion to the link 1. Then what type of contact between the link 1 and 2?
Surface contact.
Surface contact, sir.
Surface contact. So engellam surface contact, these are the examples for the surface contact. Okay, wherever we are encountering the surface contact, all are said to be lower pair. Now, so once again, let me come to the classification. First classification is based on nature of contact between the elements. So we discussed about lower pair, and next higher pair. So what is higher pair? The contact between the pairing elements takes place at a point along a line. So wherever we are having the point contact, okay, point contact or line contact between the links, okay, between the links, then we are having higher pair, because the intensity of stress is going to be acting at a particular point, that particular location, so that will be more. So previous pathina, over the entire surface it will be distributed, whereas here a particular point is going to act. So intensity of stress is going to be high, so adanal edenu solrom higher pair. Okay, now assume we are having this gear 1, this is gear 2. So between the gear 1 and gear 2, what type of contact we are having? Look at the animation and tell me.
Point contact, sir.
Point contact.
Look at the animation and tell me. Don't look at the 2D diagram what I have drawn here. Look at the animation and tell me. It is a line contact. Line contact. Okay, we are having line contact. So in few places where we are having point contact, in few places where we are having line contact. So here a line contact is occurring. So between gears, okay, similarly here, okay, this is link 1 and this is link 2. So between link 1 and link 2, we are having what type of contact? So along this particular line, okay, so line contact irukum. So inge pathina it is a bearing, okay, ball bearing. So between the balls and the inner race and outer race, we are having point contact. Okay, so sometimes point contact we are having, sometimes line contact we are having in few elements. So wherever we are experiencing point or line contact, the intensity of stress will be high. So then it is said to be higher pair. So once again, I move on to the classification. Based on the nature of contact between the elements, we are having two classifications, lower pair and higher pair. So if you design a mechanism, definitely these type of contacts between the elements is going to occur, correct or not? So if you design a gear, okay, for motion transfer, So you need to understand what type of pair it is. Okay, it is a higher pair. So one more pair, which is called as wrapping pair. So belt drive is an example for wrapping pair, okay, in which power will be transmitted from one shaft to another shaft. Here we are having input shaft. So இதில் வந்து motor connect பண்ணியிருப்போம். Floor millsலாம் நீங்கள் இந்த arrangement பார்த்திருக்கலாம். It is the power is motor is connected in this pulley. It is link 1. From this link 1, the motion is transferred to the link 2, which is nothing but a pulley. Okay, both are pulleys. Here it is pulley 1 or link 1. Motion is transferred between the link 1 and 2 through a intermediate link. It is also an intermediate link. Okay, what is called? Belt. So intermediate link, it is called as belt. Okay, so that so far we discussed about the rigid links. Okay, rigid links பார்த்தோம். இது வரைக்கும் பார்த்ததுல it is a flexible link. Okay, intermediate link or connector is nothing but it is a flexible link. Chain drive and belt drive all are flexible links. It is also called as links, but they are flexible. Okay, they can be adjusted over the center distance between the pulleys. So it is called wrapping pair because the belt is wrapped over the pulleys in order to transfer the motion from one pulley to another pulley. Then it is called wrapping pair. Okay, so this type of pair we will be discussing only in the belt drives. Okay, so in your scheme, in your syllabus, we are not having this type of arrangement. So for what classification we had in the previous session? Previous slide என்ன classification பார்த்தோம்? Based on
nature of contact elements.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly correct. Based on nature of contact. என்ன மாதிரி contact இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தோம். Now we move on to the next second classification. So that is based on relative motion between pairing elements. What type of motion we are having between pairing elements? In the earlier case, we had discussed about the nature of contact. In this second classification, we are going to discuss about what type of motion is having between the links which are in pair. So first example. So see this one. Look at the first example. As I already given this example, what type of motion we can give for link 1? This is link 1. Yes, only we are going to have sliding motion along this direction. So it is called sliding pair, or sometimes it is called prismatic pair. Only we are having linear motion between the element abdina, we can call it as sliding pair. Okay, so with respect to one link, another link is going to slide. Okay, so sliding pair or prismatic pair. Let me come to this part, degrees of freedom, later. Okay, next classification under the motion between the pairing elements is turning pair. So எப்ப turning pair னு சொல்லுவோம்ப்பா?
Rotate arm goes.
Yes.
The shaft rotate arm goes.
Exactly. When the screw nuts is a different pair, let me tell. Okay, turning pair example வந்து turning pair we can also call it as a revolute pair. Okay, when two links are connected, that one link is constrained. If I constrain this particular bush, okay, and another link is going to relatively rotate. Okay, so இத பொறுத்து இந்த லிங்க் பொறுத்து this particular shaft is going to rotational motion or revolution of the shaft. அந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is called turning pair. You can call it as turning pair or revolute pair. So ஒரு லிங்க் பொறுத்து இன்னொரு லிங்க் வந்து rotate ஆச்சுன்னா that is called revolute pair. ஒரு லிங்க் பொறுத்து இன்னொரு லிங்க் slide ஆச்சுன்னா we can call it as sliding pair or prismatic pair. Is it clear? So sliding pair எங்கப்பா பார்க்கலாம்? What is the example for sliding pair?
Lathe bit.
Sir, lathe.
Planer machine.
Lathe machine, sir.
Yes, lathe slideways மேல carriage move ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா that is called what? Sliding pair.
Sliding pair.
Yes.
கிளிக்கிங் பின்னுக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கு.
Yes. அதே மாதிரி ஃப்ரேம்ல ஓகே ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள்
கூட இருக்கும் சார்.
Please mute noise is coming. It is your crank, it is your connecting rod, and it is your piston. So with respect to frame, this is your frame. With respect to frame, your someone unmuted. Please mute your mic, pa.
Sir, it is 20M401. Ajit,
Yarpa.
yeah. Okay, okay. Sir. Turned off, sir.
Okay. With respect to the frame, your piston is going to make sliding motion. It is called sliding pair. Okay. Turning pair enga pa paakalam? Turning pair?
Crankshaft.
Crankshaft.
Yes.
Drilling is
Crankshaft is yes. Crankshaft is an example for what? Your turning pair. It is having rotary motion. Okay, so idhula pathina sliding pair is your piston and turning pair is your crankshaft. And connecting rod of motion we cannot exactly predict. So sliding pair ku இன்னொரு example varni கொடுத்திருக்கேன். Okay, with respect to this link, this link is going to move along this direction or this direction. It is a sliding pair. Next, third classification is cylindrical pair. So what is meant by cylindrical pair? Tell me. Look at the diagram and tell me.
It roll over 360 degrees, sir.
Okay. In cylindrical pair, when two links are connected in such a way that one of the links rolls over another link. Okay. So for example, this particular floor you can assume it is a roller or coin, whatever it may be. So about this floor, this particular link is going to roll over it. So it is called cylindrical pair. So the surface may be convex or concave, whatever it may be. So with respect to one surface, another roller is going to roll over it. So நீங்க இதை ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த காயினை ரோல் பண்ணலாம் ஆர் காயினை ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இதை ரோல் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ that type of arrangement is called what? The roller cylindrical pair. ஸோ இதில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த காலரை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டா தட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் ஏர்லியர் கேஸில் டர்னிங் பேரில் இங்கே காலர் இருந்துச்சு. ஓகே, திஸ் காலர் is preventing the axial movement of your shaft. Okay, so here the collar has been removed so that this shaft is going to rotate about its own axis as well as it will move along this direction also, and it is called what? Cylindrical pair. So this example you can clearly view. Okay, so about this axis, okay, this shaft is going to rotate as well as it is going to linearly move because the collar is placed here, it is removed. Okay, now it is removed, then it is called as cylindrical pair. Then யாரோ சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா ஸ்க்ரூ சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா, then ஸ்க்ரூக்கும் தனியா பேர் இருக்கு. Okay, it is called screw pair. So when the nature of contact between the pairs of links, okay, what link it is? It is a bolt, it is a nut. Okay, link 1 is bolt and link 2 is nut. When the nature of contact between the pairs of the links in such that one of the links can turn about the other link by means of screw threads. Okay, they form a screw pair when one link is rotating about another link. Okay, with respect to what? Your screws. The screw la rotate aachna, it is called screw pair or it is called as sometimes helical pair. So assume this is your nut and it is your bolt. So nut rotate பண்ணீங்கன்னா it will move, it will rotate as well as it will slide. Okay, so ரெண்டு மோஷன் இருக்கும், பட் சிலிண்ட்ரிக்கல் பேருக்கும் இதுக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் கேட்டிங்கன்னா it is moving in a screw threads. அந்த மாதிரி கேஸ்ல we can call it as screw pair. Then fifth case, it is called spherical pair. So இதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா we are having 3 rotational motions. Okay, so here it will rotate about x-axis, it will rotate about y-axis, and it will rotate about z-axis. Ball and socket joint is an example for spherical pair. So இதை வந்து 3 டிகிரிலையும் ரொட்டேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம், இதோட ஓன் ஆக்சிஸ்லயும் ரொட்டேட் பண்ணலாம் அண்ட் அதர் ஆக்சிஸ்லயும் ரொட்டேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பட் லீனியர் மோஷன்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா இது ப்ரிவென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கும். ஸோ ஒன்லி ரொட்டேஷனல் 3 rotational motions இருந்துச்சுன்னா then it is called as spherical pair. Then last classification in the relative motion between pairing elements is called planar pair. So if you have one object which is placed on another plane, normally if an object in space, how many degrees of freedom an object possesses when it is in space? ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து இப்படி ஸ்பேஸ்ல இருக்குப்பா. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் assume an object in space, how many degrees of freedom it is having?
6.
How much, pa?
360 degrees, sir.
Degrees of freedom I'm talking about. 6
Six,
degrees of
sir.
freedom. Yes, it will translate along x-axis, it will translate along y-axis, it will translate along z-axis. So 3 translations and 3 rotations. Okay, about this particular axis it can rotate, about this particular axis it can rotate, and about this particular axis it can rotate. So an object in space normally which is having 6 degrees of freedom, but an object in plane, okay, அதுவே ஒரு பிளேன்ல வெச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா 3 degrees of freedom வந்து அரெஸ்ட் ஆயிடும். Okay, it will be having only 2 translations. Okay, so without breaking the contact between 2 elements, we are having only 3 degrees of freedom, that is translation along this direction and translation along this direction. So translation along this direction will be prevented because மேல இந்த செகண்ட் எலிமெண்ட் வந்து மேல தூக்குனீங்க என்ன ஆகும்? கான்டாக்ட் பிரேக் ஆயிடும். So contact should not break. So without breaking the contact, how many movements ன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா linear 2 translations, and it can rotate about this particular vertical axis. Okay, another axis la rotate பண்ணும்போது contact break ஆயிரும். So இந்த particular vertical axis மட்டும் rotate ஆகும். So 2 translation and 1 rotation motion is possible. So அந்த மாதிரி கேஸ்ல it is called as planar pair. Whenever a link is placed over another link which is having 3 degrees of freedom, then it is said to be a planar pair. So I will clearly discuss about what is degrees of freedom in the subsequent classes, but try to understand what is meant by planar pair. If you are having 2 translational motions and 1 rotational motion, அப்படி இருக்கிற பட்சத்துல we can call it as planar pair. So up to this, any doubts, pa? So last classification, we move on to the last classification. So based on the nature of mechanical constraints. So first classification என்னப்பா பண்ணியிருந்தோம்? Based on nature of contact.
Nature of contact, sir.
Contact, அதுல lower pair and higher pair.
Higher pair.
Second classification is nature of relative motion between pairing elements. அதுல sliding pair, then turning pair, screw pair, rolling pair, then spherical pair and planar pair. அது பார்த்தோம். Then third classification, okay, third classification is about based on nature of mechanical constraints. What constraints we are having between the so இது வரைக்கும் பார்த்தாலே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா pairs 2 links மட்டும் தான் நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம். Okay, link 1 and link 2, இந்த ரெண்டு லிங்க்குக்கும் என்ன கான்டாக்ட் அதை பொறுத்து we classified different pairs. So third classification பார்த்தீங்கன்னா nature of mechanical constraint. What constraint we are having. So same example you can assume it is a slide way of lathe bed. Okay, it is slide way of lathe bed. It is a carriage, for example. So ரெண்டுக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is called as closed pair. So geometry itself we are having we don't have any that is meaning is நம்ம தனியா இதுவும் இது ரெண்டுக்கும் கன்ஸ்ட்ரெயின்ட் கொடுக்க வேண்டியதில்லை. ஐ மீன் க்ளோஸ் பண்றதுக்கு, ஐ மீன் கான்டாக்ட் பண்றதுக்கு. ஸோ the form itself, the geometry itself, இந்த ஜாமெட்ரியே ஒரு லிங்கையும் this is link 1, this is link 2, link 1 வந்து link 2ல ப்ராப்பரா சீட் ஆயிருக்கும். So geometry itself we are having the connection between the constraint between 2 links, so that is called as closed pair. But if you look at the second example, cam and follower arrangement, so in order to ensure the contact between the cam and follower always, we should have some springs. Okay, the spring வேணும், then only we will be having always contact between the cam and follower. Otherwise if contact break ஆச்சுன்னா the follower will not make to and fro motion. மேல கீழ போனா தான் நம்ம purpose solve ஆகும், that is opening and closing of valves. But if the contact is not proper, then motion transfer will not happen. So in order to ensure the contact between the link 1, that is cam, and link 2, that is follower, we are having some spring force. Okay, that is called as force closed pair. Okay, we are forcing to close the constraints. Okay, we are making the constraints, so that is called force closed pair. Okay, any doubts up to this as far as the kinematics of pair is concerned? We discussed what is link and what is kinematic pair and what are the joints and what are the classifications of kinematics pair? Any doubts?
சார் வால்ல ட்ரில் பண்ணும்போது அது வந்து ஹெலிக்கல் பேரா சார்?
எதுப்பா?
வால்ல ட்ரில் போடும்போது அது வந்து ஹெலிக்கல் பேரா ஆயிருமா சார்?
I'm not able to வால்வ்னு கேக்குதுப்பா, கிளியரா புரியலப்பா.
சார் செவுரு சார்,
ஹலோ,
செவுத்துல ட்ரில் போடும்போது அது வந்து ஹெலிக்கல் பேரா ஆயிருமா சார்?
ஆடிபிள் வேற யாராச்சும் ட்ரில்லிங் ஆபரேஷன்லப்பா
வால்ல நம்ம ட்ரில் பண்ணும்போது இட்ஸ் ஹெலிக்கல் பேரான்னு கேக்குறாரு. தட்ஸ் ஹிஸ் क्वेश्चन சார்.
வால்ல வந்து ட்ரில் போடுறீங்க இல்லையா?
ஆமா சார்.
பட் அங்க மோஷன்ல எதுவும் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆகாதுல்ல. இட் இஸ் சிம்பிளி ஆபரேஷன், தட்ஸ் ஆல். பட் பிட்வீன் ஒரு லிங்க்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு லிங்க்குக்கு மோஷன் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆகணும், தென் நமக்கு பேரை பத்தி பேசலாம். பட் வால்ல ட்ரில் போடுறது இட் இஸ் an ஆபரேஷன். பட் ஒரு
ஜாயிண்ட் இல்ல சார்.
என்னப்பா?
வால் ஜாயிண்ட் கிடையாதுல்ல சார்.
இல்ல அதப்பா சாரும் சொல்றாரு. அதான் சாரும் சொல்றாரு. இட்ஸ் நாட் a joint, right? ஜாயிண்ட் இல்ல பேரோ கிடையாது. அதனால தான் can't have any so it cannot be considered as a mechanism or
yes, it is not a mechanism, it is simply an operation. Motion is not transferred from drill bit to wall or something. It's not happened, correct?
Okay sir.
Any other doubts? Shall we move?
Yes sir.
Okay, last 5 minutes with this I can wind up. So next we move on to kinematic chain. Okay, so far we discussed about one link. So one link is connected with another link, means it is called as pair. We are having different links connected together. Okay, so we are having a number of links connected together, then it is said to be kinematic chain. Okay, group of links either joined together or arranged in a manner that permits them to move relative to one another. So with respect to one, another link is going to move. Okay, for example, this is your frame. Okay, frame is assumed to be rigid always. This is frame. It is also a link. The link 2 is connected to the frame, and link 3 is connected to the link 2, and link 4 is connected to the link 3. With respect to one another, always which are having relative motion. So with respect to one, it is having some partially rotation motion. With respect to 2, it is going to have some motion like this. With respect to 3, it is having motion like this. So in the group of links that are connected together, it is called as kinematic chain. Okay, so we are calling it as open kinematic chain and closed kinematic chain. If the end of the fourth link, assume we are having 4 links. Link 1 is frame, 2, 3, 4. Fourth link is connected to once again frame. So the entire surface is frame. So frame kuda, this is assumed to be frame, and this is link 2, link 3 and link 4. Link 4 கொண்டு வந்து மறுபடியும் once again frame கூட connect பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா that is closed kinematic chain. If it is not connected with the frame, it is called open kinematic chain. So open kinematic chain robo alla application பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it belongs to open kinematic chain. Whereas 4-bar mechanism what we are going to in the subsequent topics is an example for closed kinematic chain. Okay, when a kinematic chain is going to be a mechanism. So we know that we are having 4 links in a kinematic chain. So this is frame, this is link 2, this is link 3 and link 4. So whenever one particular link is fixed, okay, ஒரு link கண்டிப்பா fix பண்ணனும். fix பண்ணினா தான் another link க்கு motion கொடுத்துட்டு we can predict motion from another links. Okay, whenever one link is fixed, we can give input to one link and we can expect output from another link. Then it is called as mechanism. So a kinematic chain is not a mechanism. Whenever we fix a particular link, one link, then it is said to be mechanism. Okay, இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா kinematic chain சொல்றோம். ஓகேவா? பட் இந்த இதுல kinematic chainல இந்த frame நான் fix பண்ணிட்டேன்னா தான், okay, இதை fix பண்ணிட்டேன்னா I can give input to this link. இந்த link கொடுப்பேன் through motors. ஒரு motor இங்க connect பண்ணி இது rotate ஆகும். So the motion is transferred to the link 4 so that it will be oscillating okay, through this link 3. Okay, link 2 ல இருந்து link 3 க்கு motion transfer ஆகும், link 3 ல இருந்து link 4 க்கு motion transfer ஆகும் when it is said to be mechanism. Any doubts to this? I think we can close here. If you want any clarification, you can ask me. Vignesh sir, recording close பண்ணிடலாங்க sir.
Okay, sir.
Any doubts pa?
No, sir.